Hi everyone, it's Denise with Wondubar Crafts. I'm back to try and finish up this cover. We'll see if we can get it finished today. I am going to try and use some stencils with paint. I have never done this before, so this is a first for me. Yeah, so I'm a little nervous about doing it, but I'm hoping it'll come out okay. I hope. If not, I don't know, I'll scrap it and start over and do something different with a new cover or something. I don't know. We'll see. So, how's everybody doing? Good, I hope. Thanks for joining today. I know I have a couple new subscribers, so welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy what you see. So, anyway, got my little tin here. And I am going to use just a couple stencils. I'm going to use the honeycomb and the dots, and they're like different sizes. And this is what I use. I got it, I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure I did. It's either there or Walmart, but I'm pretty sure it was Hobby Lobby. So I got it over where like all the spray inks and all that stuff is, and they had like a little, I think, display of different stencils. And then I'm gonna use, what I want to try and do is, these are cake decorating stencils or cookie decorating. I used to do a lot of cookies and stuff like that for my son's choir group. You know, they had their own little fundraiser stuff, and I used to make big Valentine's packs with sugar cookies and, you know, put them on a stick or that kind of stuff, you know, fun stuff. Stuff I don't do anymore since my kids are all out of school. So these are just, they're designer stencils. You can use them pretty much for anything because I've used them with royal icing and normal icing and that kind of stuff. So paint should work okay. It's a food grade plastic, but I got them online. But I think their website is designerstencils.com. And I kind of like that they have like a little plate that you can, you know, hold on to and pull up. So I'm not trying to pick and do all that stuff. So I'm going to do that on this side. And then I'm going to put a little bit of, I think I'm going to do some decoupage with some napkin, just some like little butterflies or something there. So, but this side here, I won't do I'm not going to do a fancy stencil on because the plate will be here. I just want a little bit of something. So let's figure out what paints. I think I want to use gray for sure. This is a charcoal. And it's a little dark, but I'm going to lighten it with some white. So I'll put the white in the center. Oop, a little bit too much white there. And then I'm going to have this brushed silver too as well. So just a little bit. I probably use way too much paint, but I don't know. I'm not a painter, so I'm just playing. And I think, let me see. I think I want rosy mauve in there. Instead of that dark pink, I'm going to use a little bit of the rosy and then some really light princess pink here to kind of mix together just so it's lighter. So, okay, here we go. I think what I'm going to do is use this bigger honeycomb like right here. And I think what I kind of want to do is see if I can get it to variegate a little bit. I'm using these makeup sponges. I got them with something, ink or something that I had tried. And they came with these two small ones. And I never used them to ink because I like my other brushes and pads better. But okay, so I'm going to dip it in here in the paint and see kind of what happens here. I don't want it too dark. I just kind of want kind of like, you know what I mean? Like an outline kind of thing. I don't want it to cover everything, like all my background stuff, so. And then I'll add a little bit of this metallic. Let's see how that comes out. I probably should tape it down, I know. But it's such a small area and I don't want to, but I could just play with it a little bit. Darker in here. All right, let's see. Ooh, I like that. I really like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, and then what I was thinking is this has got like different sizes. It got like all small. And then this segment right here has got some different size ones. So what I was going to kind of do is kind of overlap it a little bit and maybe have it kind of come up a little on this side. And I was thinking some pink. Maybe mix it together a little bit here. Because I've got some gray on here too, but I'm okay with it mixing up. Oop. Okay. Because some of this will get covered with the plate, so I don't want to, you know what I mean, do too much decorating and then you're not even going to see it. So, and I'll put a little bit of white in there. Maybe up at the top. I've never done this, so I might even be doing it wrong, and you guys will probably be yelling at me, don't do it that way. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I like that too. Ooh, I do. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, I'm not going to do too much more because, like I said, the plate will be over there. And what I might do, though, is I've got a smaller honeycomb on here. And I was thinking maybe put that, like, up here with, let's do a little, maybe metallic. And add a little, maybe pink. Or maybe some lighter pink. I'm probably doing the colors wrong. I probably should be going from light to dark or something like that. And I'm totally off base or something. I don't know. I'm not a painter. Don't get mad. Okay. All right. I like that. And then, so what I want to do with this is I kind of want some darker pink in there. So I'm going to take this metallic and put a little bit in there because I'm seeing I'm really not needing a whole lot. Move my stencils over here and kind of wipe off my sponge on my towel. A little paper towel over here. I'm just brushing some of it off. It's probably not even the right thing to do, but whatever. Right? Okay, so I kind of want this kind of centered a little bit. Doesn't have to be too perfect, but this one I think because it's, I might use just a little bit of washi on it. Just a little, because I don't want to put too much down and then it pulls up any of my paint on my cover either. So, all right, let's see. So maybe what I'll do is tape it to this spine. So let me get it figured out here. That way, if it does pull up any pain, it'll be on the spine. You won't even see it. All right. So let me start with maybe a little bit of white here. And just kind of go over some segments here. And then we'll kind of go darker maybe. I don't know if this is how I should be doing it. I don't know. But I'm having fun. And then maybe a little bit of this pink in there. I don't know. I'm hoping it'll come out okay. And then I think I'm going to dab it in this just a little bit here and there of this metallic. I call it pink, but I think it's, what was it? What did I say it was called? Bright red. I don't know if it's really bright red. I mean, it looks kind of pinky to me. I don't even know if it's getting in there or not. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I want it to cover enough to where, you know, I don't know if I'm doing this right. But it sure is fun to try, huh? You guys are probably going, oh my God, what is she doing? She's going crazy. But that's sometimes what it's about, right? I mean, just to kind of have a little fun and just see what you come up with. Okay, and let's see. Big reveal, big reveal. Okay. It's not too dark. I'm going to put it back down there. So maybe what I need to do is use a little more of this red in there then. To kind of really get it in there. So it kind of accentuates in there. I don't know if I'm even doing this right. I'm probably not supposed to be twisting or doing and just patting it down in there. I don't know. I just want it to be able, you'd be able to see it, you know. So. All right, and then maybe what I should just do is go over it then maybe with a little bit of light. And just see what it does. Because we can always lay it back down, right? At least I think we can. All right, let's see. Ooh, I like that better. You can see it much better. Okay, and then before I do any of the decoupage portion, let's see, is there anything else I want to add? Maybe I should put some polka dots down here. What do you guys think? Polka dots? Yeah. Maybe a few, right? Just maybe a few. Maybe a few. Like maybe right at the corner or something. I don't want to mess up my heart though. I'll add a little bit of this darker red down in here. And some pink. Pink, 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 pink. Probably way off base here. You guys are probably thinking I'm losing my mind. I could be. Cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Anywhere else maybe? Maybe I should do some other dots down here. A little bit, maybe. So that stamp isn't so prevalently black. We should do some gray a little bit, maybe. And I'm hoping this is how I'm supposed to be doing this. I don't know. Oh well. If I'm not supposed to be doing it this way, I'm sure somebody will say, hey, do it this way. It's much easier. There we go. And then maybe some more up here. All right. I'm glad these are paper and you can, you know, just let them dry and use them again or whatever. There we go. I like that. I like that. So are we missing something up here? Maybe kind of equalize it out a little bit. Maybe we should just do a little gray up here too. Maybe. I don't want to go overboard either. But it's hard not to. It's fun, right? There we go. I like it. I like it. All right, so I'm going to let this paint dry, and I will be right back, and I'm going to decoupage a little bit of napkin on there to kind of have some focal points on there. Okay, guys, I am back. It is dry. I had to test it a couple times because I guess that it must be the metallic portion of that paint. This makes it still look like it's a little wet. So I don't know. I like the way it's turned out. What I want to do is decoupage just a little bit of napkin. I'm not going to do too much because I don't want it too busy. But I want to put this little butterfly here and this one here on the edge of this flower of the heart. And then I want to take this flower here and put it on the back, because like I said, the front, this is going to be the focal, and I'm going to have like some lace and flowers and stuff like that coming off of it. in the front. So I'm just going to do that, I think. So get my water pen, and we'll trace around this pretty little butterfly first. Okay, got my Mod Podge ready, and my brush. I had to shake it up a little bit. Okay, a little bit of water. Okay, let me go ahead and lay it down in here. Alright, get my pretty little butterfly off the napkin. I'd love to find a pen. I like this pen, but I think sometimes it doesn't really, you know what I mean? It's not real fine. It's a thicker tip. And I think you need a fine one sometimes with other things. So I'm going to put this butterfly that way in the center. Put a Mod Podge over the top. Work from my center out, get my air bubbles out of there, because I can't exactly use that other technique, because then my board would get all waterlogged. Okay, put that there, and then we'll take out this other butterfly. Okay. Go to that little piece there because I don't like the black on it. Alright, and let's see, where do we want to place this one? My brush here. I'm thinking maybe like right here. Getting low on my Mod Podge. Maybe like right here. I like it that. And I'm gonna coat this with Mod Podge, the whole this, you know, both ends here, to kind of take that chalky paint look away from it a little bit. I think it'll help pull out some of the colors once these dry on there. So there we go. And then pull out this flower. I like this napkin. I got this napkin, I think, from Truly All Supplies. I will find it on Etsy and link it below. But she's got some really pretty napkins as well. Okay. And if you're new to the channel and haven't seen that water pen, it does come with We Are Memory Keepers tear rulers. You get a 3-pack of rulers and the water pen. the water pen's there to, you know, soften the paper, like if you're using thick cardstock or whatever, so you can tear it really easy. But it works, this pen works awesomely with napkins. I just wish I could find one that's got like a finer tip or a brush or something on it. So if you guys know of a product like that out there, let me know in the comments below, please. All right, and I was thinking something like that. So that's something on my brush there. All right, so we can. See, I think the Mod Podge is going to help bring out some of that color a little bit. Picking up some of the ink. That'll also help cover that ink too. So. And some of this, part of this is probably going to get covered over from the spine because I'm going to put a little lace on there, but that's okay. All right. We got this little seam here from the book. Just gently, when you get wrinkles, you just got to be gentle as ever. Try to give just enough pressure to kind of tug on that napkin without ripping it. Watch, I'll probably rip it now. Said that. I hope not. So, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. I kind of just slammed right into doing this, huh? Well, I'm kind of doing back-to-back videos, so I got done with it, and then I went downstairs and got me and my son fed, and then got my Ubers fed, and then I started getting really cold. It's not cold outside. It just got cold. I got cold. You know, like I'm warm, but like to the bone, I'm cold. Kind of puts me in mind of like weather in Britain. It could be like 40 degrees outside, 50 degrees outside, and you just get some fog and humidity, and boom, it's to the bone cold. So, all right, let me just go over these two again real quick. Make sure they're on. I will dry this, and then I'm going to dry it, and then I'll come back and do a coat on camera of, well, what time do we want? Let me dry it, and then I'm going to put a coat of Mod Podge on there, and then I'll show you guys where I'm at, because I kind of want to work a little bit on the spine as well. So, all right, I'll be right back as soon as it's done drying. Okay, I'm back, and it's all dry, and I love it. I let it dry, and then I put a coat, just one coat of Mod Podge over the top. It's the matte Mod Podge. Even though, if you guys have ever worked with the matte Mod Podge, you know it does have a little bit of shine. It catches the light, but it's not like glossy shiny. So, but I love it. I love how it came out. Putting the Mod Podge on there kind of pulled the stamp up a little bit, which I like. So it's a little more defined. And I love it. I might just have to do more of these kind of covers. I really am having fun. So now, yay, I can work on the spine a little bit and then let it dry. I think I'm going to do the cover in the next video because I want the spine to really dry because I'm probably going to be moving it a lot and I don't want it to readjust. So really what I kind of had in mind was I'm going to use this little lace. It's really pretty and I kind of want to kind of come over this way a little bit with it. So of course I'm going to have to even my piece out because it's a wonky cut piece. And let's see. And this is where the cover piece came, but I don't know if I want it. I think I'm going to pull it back just a little bit. And then I've got this piece of my snippet roll that I kept for myself. And it's got this lovely piece right here that kind of goes from a red to a pink. And I thought that would look perfect on there. So that's what I want to do. And then I've got some of this. It's like that leaf trim, and you can get it. I have it in green. I think I have it in, I think white too, or gold. I have it in gold. I found this. It's like an ochre color, I guess, or a little bit. I don't know. It almost has a little bit of pink in it, but it's not. I've got it in pink as well, which you can see when you put it up against the pink, it looks more tan, obviously, that ochre color. So, but when you pull it away, it kind of almost has a little bit of pink. But I think I want to use this to kind of pull in more natural color in it. So, all right. So I guess what I need to do is, oh, and yes, yay, I got my new glass mat today. Woohoo! It came, I pulled it out, I'm all happy. Yay, yay. Although I don't know if this is like a scratch underneath the paint or something, but I noticed it's got like this little scratch here. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it, I guess. Okay, so what I want to do is get this piece that's kind of straight here because I'm going to use that. And I'm going to use my pinking shears here. And just that way I kind of got a rough edge. Okay. Keep this piece to decorate with. So one thing I'm going to have to get used to is that glass cutting. And then, let's see. I'm going to cut it. I'm not going to use this big old piece. I'll cut it down, but at least have a guide here. All right. Ooh, I don't know. Cutting on glass makes a lot of noise. There we go. We'll just lift it off the glass a little bit. I wouldn't recommend cutting though. Okay. So let's see. Oh, we want to go this way. And I'm thinking maybe about halfway over where this plate piece went, and then of course I'm going to have part of it it's going to divot into the book guides there. So I'm thinking, ooh, don't want to cut it that short. Maybe about there. Doesn't have to be exactly perfect. I mean, it's going to have a little bit of a rugged edge. And let's see, let's trim this top just a smidgen so that it's kind of rugged too and not so straight. And then cut the bottom here, straighten it out because it is a little crooked. Okay. All right. So this piece I'm going to glue on first so I can get all that in there. All right, where is my Mod Podge? Or not my Mod Podge, but my Fabri-Tac in my 3-in-1 container. Yeah, I filled it back up because it was getting kind of low. All right. So, sorry if you hear my Uber down there. They just came in and it's kind of wet and she's trying to, I think she's grooming herself a little bit, which is good that she does that. She's a groomer. So is my male. He's a groomer too. He likes to groom her all the time. keeps her in check, like, hey, don't be a messy, girl. Okay. So I'm gonna turn it this way so I can kind of get that on there evenly. Okay. Just press down. Of course, this part will get covered over with the snippet, but it'll be a nice little base underneath it. It'll give it a little comfort and cushion back there when you go to grab, you know, whoever gets the journal goes to grab for the journal. So, all right, let me get my little gusset here. And where is my, sorry, my crust bone folder? Kind of press it down into the gusset. And then I want to make sure that it's nice and tight in there. I'm not going to pull. If I lay this and then go to close it, then it's not going to pull on that area there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you put too much, if you glue it and it's not tucked in those little corners, you go to close this and it'll go and pull on it. Don't want that happening. For sure. I don't know. One thing I'm not going to like about this glass table is everything goes ting, 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 ting. I don't know. But it'll be nice to have, you know, to be able to paint on and glue on and not have to worry about mucking up my stuff. So I can actually use the cutting board for what it's intended to do, which is cut my fabrics. And measure out my, you know, fabrics and stuff. And this is nice that it does have a measure on it. So it looks like it has centimeters. It looks like it's inches and then, is that centimeters? I believe it is. Which is awesome. Okay, looks like we got a piece that's a little short here. It wasn't quite evened, and we can, that's why, another reason why I do it in segments is because if I need to do any trimming or anything, I can do it then. All right. So, any new shows or anything you guys have been watching? I've watched kind of like all the new stuff that's come out already on Netflix. So I'm kind of like, moving on. Where am I going? And so, yeah, I went back and I don't know if you guys ever remember or if you guys ever watched like the Sci-Fi Channel, or I was kind of a sci-fi, I still am kind of a sci-fi kind of gal. But they had a show called Lost Girl, and I watched it when it came out. I watched it fairly religiously. But I did miss like the last couple seasons of it, so I didn't get to watch it all. So I've been going back and watching it. It's been kind of cool. All right, so, okay, we're about to there. I don't want to go too far. I know this is the back of the journal, but I still want it to look just as pretty, you know. Okay, and then we're going to even that up just a smidgen. Maybe. Get my scissors to work. Oh, goodness. There we go. All right. And this side too. So, but it's kind of neat. It's, you know, sci-fi stuff. I think it's like kind of cool. Let your imagination kind of run a little rampant every once in a while. I don't think that's a bad thing. Okay. Alrighty. And then I'm going to do the front piece here. I am really happy with how this came out. I mean, I tell you what, when I was working that other journal, my wheels were turning on both of them, and some nights I just couldn't sleep because I kept thinking about, oh yeah, I want to do that. Okay, how would I do that? How would I, you know, what am I going to need? Do I have all the supplies? You know how that goes. You know. Always trying to think of what to do next, and I know a lot of us do a lot of the same things that other people are doing, and we expand upon, you know, what they do, or we think about things that, oh yeah, I could do that, or I could do this. Oh, that would be cool if you did that, or, you know, and I think that's awesome. And then sometimes we just gotta go with our own flow, you know. Which I'm kind of trying to do here, if my scissors will allow me. There we go. I don't want it too wonky woo. Okay. All right. A little bit more. I don't want it to hang off too much. There. Just a little fringy. A little fringy. Okay, so awesome. I'm liking that a whole lot. Okay, so our gusset, looking good. I may have to take the scissors and trim that just a little bit. Let me get my smaller scissors here. Oop, sorry about that. My glues. Let's see if I can just ratty-tatty it a bit. Give it that. A little bit of that rugged edge. Still keep it kind of ratty-tatty and like old lace. I am not going to distress this lace because I kind of want it to be I want the white in it to kind of pull out some of the neutral, you know. Okay. In there. Because this is all that cream colored, that antique off-white, whatever you want to call it, color. And I kind of want to keep it that because it kind of, I don't know, I just like it. It's not quite, this lace isn't quite bright white, you know, it's more like an off-white or an ivory white, maybe. It's not like super duper white. Or eggshell white, maybe, is that what they call it? I don't know. All right, so this piece, I need to cut, I'm going to cut it just a little longer. And I can cut it down. That way if I need to adjust or whatever. And I still got a pretty big piece in here to use. But I was thinking, boy, that would be nice to use some of that up, you know. All right. Actually, I think I cut it pretty good. All right, and then let's see, am I going to have to cut down the sides a little bit, I think? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I just don't want it pulling up from the gusset too much if I have to put it in the gusset. It'll be all right, I think. Okay. And it has some nice red, Valentine red, all the way down to a pink. So, and I think that lace kind of helps break up the colors there. And I thought about doing like a plate on the back too, but I just didn't want it to be too thick. You know, the book cover to be too thick, so. Glue, don't get too goopy on me here. Same thing, gonna work it from the spine and then into the gusset. All right, little fuzzy piece of hair or string or something on there. Okay, now this way I'm gonna work it. Oh goodness, heaven, you're fine. So that I can see where it lays there. All right. And I could have sewn it down, but I think I'd much rather just glue it. I think the stitching too much stitching will give it too much bulk, and I That's really not what I'm going for. I like the different, that's just enough dimension for me, I think. And, you know, it'll be just thin. It'll be thick back here, but not too thick that if I want to put a hole in there to put an eyelet for a tassel, I can. I haven't decided whether or not I want to do a tassel or not. So, yeah, I like that because it kind of comes up on there and up on there. All right. Now let's work the gusset. Let's work the gusset. Oh my goodness, she's just, oof, oof, oof. She's not a happy camper today. I don't know why. Probably because we have weather coming in and her hips bugger, and so poor Uber. She just letting everybody know, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm in the mood. Yeah, in the mood. Okay, just a little bit here. There we go. Kind of work it a little bit. It's not going to be, because it's a little bit thicker fabric, I'm not going to get the same groove like I did with the lace, but at least it'll sit in there a little bit, I think. Okay. And then I'm just going to lay one little bead under here to tack it down. I don't know, I kind of like the cover. It's coming out really nice. At least for me. I know it's not everyone's taste. You know. Oh, I like that. The glue just kind of comes right up, don't it? Woo! I like that. I really like that. Okay, so is this the side I just glued? No. Is it? Is this the side I just glued? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm losing my mind. Okay, let's give it a spin. You hear her? She's like, brr, just leave me alone. Brr. Oh, she's getting riled up. She's probably yelling at me, don't make fun of me. You're making fun of me, Mom. Don't do it. Okay, so I need to shift this just a little bit. There we go. Move my clothes out of the way so it doesn't get glued down. One thing I don't like about bone folder is it's made of ivory. So I can clean it off with a baby wipe. All right. My fingers too. All right. Ooh, get the fuzzies off my glue. Here. And then, maybe, if I can get my finger back. I need that finger to crack with. Okay. All right. To work that down, I think, a little bit more. I have to just lay it flat and let it dry. Alright. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it here, let it dry. Let's see, where are we at now? Oh, yeah. So we're almost at an hour. So, yeah. So thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm going to let this dry. And then once it's all dry, I'm going to start working on that front cover. Yay. I hope you guys join me. I'm having a blast. I really am. I'm having a lot of fun with this. This has been so much fun. I can't wait. But anyways, guys, until next time, plenty of hugs, loves, and blessings. Mwah. Bye. Love ya.